Welcome to the Martial Arts Lifestyle Podcast, where we talk with martial arts practitioners about their histories and the influence that their practice of martial arts has on their lives. You are listening to the free version of this podcast, which is abbreviated. Help support this program by considering to subscribe to us on Patreon, where you will get 4 full-length podcasts each month, 1 week before the YouTube release date. The cost is that of about 1 coffee shop coffee per month. Go to www.patreon.com/MALMAG to subscribe. That is www.patreon.com/MALMAG. If you would like to purchase single full-length episodes of the Martial Arts Lifestyle Podcast, visit our Gumroad page at malmag.gumroad.com, and that is malmag.gumroad.com. This week, I've got 3 of the best drummers in the world. Here with me is Alex Acuna, Michael Dubin, and Euro Zambrano. We, of course, talk about their histories, and we get a chance to listen to their interpretation of martial arts through drums. Sit back and enjoy. All right, everybody, welcome to the Martial Arts Lifestyle Podcast, and this is a big show. This is one I've been looking forward to for quite a while, and I've got 3 magnificent drummers and martial artists with us here, and in no specific order, I'm just going to kind of go alphabetical. We got Alex Acuna, we've got Michael Dubin, and we've got Euro Zambrano. And these guys, I'm gonna let them introduce themselves as far as their backgrounds and everything. I think you've heard. Anyway, not so much my show, but their show. We're gonna talk a little bit about their history in martial arts and how they kind of got involved in martial arts and how it's fitting in with their drumming. Okay, who wants to go first?
Yes. Okay.
Tell us who you are.
My name is Alex Acuna, and a professional musician for many years, playing more than 60 years anyhow. But raised a beautiful family, just playing music all over the world, and still doing it. About martial arts, I started doing martial arts in San Juan, Puerto Rico, Kyokushinkai, Okinawa Karate, and it's just mainly because I want to learn how to be able to move and the intricacy of the katas in those days. I think over here we kind of call it euros, right? Mm-hmm. Anyhow, but that's the background of martial arts, because I traveled so much and moved from one country to another country. I lost the continuation that I wanted to continue, you know. And but in Puerto Rico, I almost got my brown belt in karate, and came to the United States, found some teachers, but then, to make a long story short, I kind of always enjoy to see and to learn. So the movies, never understood Bruce Lee until I came to this academy. Michael Dubin and Michael Tira came one day. I was doing some kind of a clinic at CSUN, and they were sitting in the back, and they wait for me until I end, and then they said, "Alex, do you know who Inosanto is?" I said, "No, not really." So anyhow, they invited me to come over, and I came, and I saw, I said, "Whoa!" The first night that I came, I played because everybody was playing drums, and it was so wonderful. Great experience, and I supported Inosanto, and I said, "I've never seen anything like that in my life." And then the next week, of course, boom! I brought my wife because she spent, 5 years seeing my boys doing martial arts with Benny the Jet.
Oh wow!
Yes,
okay.
And I also was there in and out because I was traveling, like I said before. But anyhow, so then, I enrolled here, met Guru. I think we went to dinner first one day with Joel and Guru, Michael Tira, and I, and we talked a little bit, and anyhow, and when I enrolled, my wife saw, she said, "So how are you going to learn that?" To make the long story short, sometimes I went like very pumped. Wow! I said, because she's my audience. I explain, this is what I learned. Wow. Some other times, She said, no, 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 no. You don't bring that face over here. You love it. So you're going back. You know, I said, no, I'm not quitting. Anyhow, so that's how I enroll here and being step by step. You know, I think everybody does that. Going, you know, from one day to the next class, one class to the next class. We still, I don't think this is an ending art. I think it's really like, you know, fresh, continuing.
Right.
Because it's a lot of understanding. The main thing that I got from here is my health. The reason I joined to be here with Guru Inosanto and everybody and all my friends and all you guys was mainly because I wanted to continue to perform, to work as a musician. I joined when I was 68 years old.
Wow.
Yes.
That's an interesting time to start things as dynamic as C-Lot is 68.
68, yeah, exactly. So, yeah, and definitely love it. I enjoy it. I mean, we can be here talking about all day about it, but the main thing is that I really got healthy because I have a broken arm all my life. I play all the recordings and tours and everything that I did in the past. I play with a broken arm. And I came over here and the Kali did an incredible healing because I'm able to move this hand. I wasn't able to move it like that.
Oh, wow.
So right there, what this all encompass, this martial arts that we're practicing here at Inosanto's Academy of Martial Arts, is that not only spiritual, not only physical, not only mentally, but it's also enhance your life with many other, like for example, reflects, peripheral vision, even developing of listening to so many. It's like a 4 languages. It's English, Filipino, it's you know,
Right, yeah.
it's Indonesian and plus
Yeah, yeah.
Spanish. You know, 4 languages at once. So it really develops your. It gives you you know, more virtues inside the academy, inside the teaching, and the friends and everybody is so wonderful to help and especially to continue in this. I love this. I love this place. I don't think I'm gonna leave until I drop. You know. That's,
Wow.
if I can walk and I can move, I will continue. So I will recommend, to finish my statement, I will recommend this not just to musicians, not just to lawyers, not just to carpenters, but to everybody in this. I think everybody should take some kind of martial arts, and these are the best because it's art. What you're learning here is art. Anybody can punch, and you know, anybody can kick. That's kind of simple thing. But this has a strategy, you know, the 6S that Guru Inosanto mentioned: stamina, strategy, strength, skill, speed, and spirit. After 2 years being here, I began to understand all these six S's.
Wow.
It's wonderful. I mean, you know, it's for life, it's for your heart, for your spirit, for your soul, for your, spiritual too. So that's my take.
And for the audience, just since we're on audio, you didn't see what Alex was showing was a wrist flexion. So just having some suppleness in the wrist, and he said he was having issues with that due to an old injury.
Yeah.
And that the training that he's gotten in Kali and C-Lot has, in a sense, helped him recuperate from that.
Yes.
And Alex, how long have you been training with us now? I mean, we're not going to give away your age here, but
No. I don't have a problem with that, believe me. I'm 78 years old. I've been training
for 10 years.
10 years.
With us. Wow,
Yeah.
that's really amazing.
Amazing.
And
Even during the pandemic, you know, I wasn't coming to the academy because
Right.
you know my family didn't wanted to say no, you cannot be. When they know that the sila is in the ground and all that, I said, no, because I have a big family, you know,
Right, of course.
9 grandkids, 5 kids, my wife and everything. So, but I was training with Euro.
That's awesome.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
week, you know, kind of, because Guru mentioned today, for example, like when you teach, that's the best way to learn.
Right, yeah.
So that's at least I kept that, you know. And then when I join again, I still love this. Like it's the first
it's
thing.
amazing. It's amazing. You know, and for all of you, like, you know, I think Alex is a great, one of these inspirations of someone who's come, you know, at 68 and is now at 78, still training with us, and comes in and does, you know, the silat and the kali, which, you know, are fairly physical, supple things, and he does very well with it.
And
it's-
Cabrica Braun.
And Cabrica wrong, and it's you're one of those very enjoyable people to watch train, especially with your big smile and everything. You know, you bring a warmth in here that we really appreciate.
Thank you.
Okay, who's next?
All right, yeah, my name's Michael Dubin, and I grew up in a drum family. My grandfather was a well-known drummer named Maury LaShawn, and he had a drum shop in Chicago called Frank's Drum Shop, which was at that time the biggest drum shop in the world. And they used to have seminars like they do here at the Academy. And just a little side note, one of the seminars in 1978 was Alex. So
Wow.
I met him when I was 8 years old, and then we met again years later. So, but
I didn't know that.
yeah, so I've been studying drums since day one. I mean, they gave me a drum set. You know, I had a full drum set at 2. I was hanging out with Buddy Rich at 2 years old, and I've been around all the top drummers in the world since I was born. And I studied for 9 years in Chicago with a guy named Phil Stanger. And then I moved here and I studied with a guy named Freddie Gruber, who's like the Guru Dan of the drum world, for 25 years. So I was a student of his. And one of the things that I was always interested was I never really wanted to be a drummer, but I was interested in Buddy Rich and how he moved around the drum set. So, which led me to Freddie Gruber, who was Buddy Rich's best friend. And when I started with Freddie, he told me, Michael, we're going to learn hand motion. And when I came to the academy, Guru, the first thing he said was Kali means hand motion. So it was like, okay. But anyways, I had kind of a difficult time for a long time, and I was looking for some kind of healing thing to do. And I knew Buddy Rich was a black belt, who's, to me, he's like, you know, my Bruce Lee of the drums, you know. So I thought there might be something to this martial arts thing if Buddy was into martial arts. And Freddie had a picture of Bruce Lee with the nunchucks on his music stand when we would take our lessons. And I never really thought about it, you know. We had nunchucks. I'm from Chicago, so in the Midwest we
Yeah,
all
of course.
made nunchucks out of ski poles or whatever.
Broomsticks.
Yeah. So, but anyways, years later, I was kind of in a difficult situation, and I thought I got to do something for my spirit because nothing is working for me in life here. So, anyways, I tried a Taekwondo class, and that didn't go so well. And then I did some research. I had a roommate who was a student at Cas Magnas in college, so I knew about Kali a little bit. So I looked it up again, and I started watching some videos of Guru about a year and a half before I joined the academy. And I went on the website and I saw a picture of Guru in the Sempak and the Depak, and I was like, no, that's too.
That's a little too much.
That's too much. Yeah, I need just something where I can go and, you know, the corner martial arts studio in the valley.
And now he demonstrates it in class, just so y'all know.
Yeah. I was looking for Cobra Kai, you know. So. But anyways, I was with my girlfriend Lana, and she had a dog sitting, you know, client here on the corner, and we kind of left the apartment with the dog to take a walk, and I was kind of in a mood, you know, and I was like, come on, let's go, and I like started walking, and just going whichever way I thought I should go, and all of a sudden I heard some drumming, and I came around the corner,
And
and
like
it's like,
decent drumming at that, not.
yeah, it was Michael Tiratira who used
Yeah.
to play drums, who's
That's right.
passed on, and it was on a Sunday, and I remember I walked up and the parking lot was full, and I was like, those drums, that doesn't sound like some kid just playing drums, you know, that's some kind of a rhythm for this is something going on over there. So my girlfriend's like, where are you going? I was like, well, no, I hear drums. I got to go find out where this is coming from. So
It's like the sirens, right?
yeah, I look up and I see the academy.
The drones were calling you.
Exactly. And so we walked up, and she was like, "Can you go in there?" I was like, "I don't care. I hear drums. I'm going in." So I walked in, and I saw Cookie was on the phone, and she was like checking me out to, who's this guy walking up? And
Yeah.
so I walk in, and Dory's there, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm a drummer," and she's like, "Yeah, whatever."
We hear it all here, buddy.
Yeah. So I took some information, and then I went home, but my spirit, as soon as I saw this place and heard the drums, my spirit the fire got lit. So I went home, and I was scared to death to call and sign up. I was 42 years old, never did martial arts before. I've done a lot of sports. Played hockey. I was a letterman in gymnastics. Played baseball. I've done a lot of BMX and lots of sports. So, but anyways, I waited about 3 weeks, and my brother said, "You got to go do it. If you just take one class, you win, even if you don't stay."
Mm-hmm.
So I came down here. I was by myself, scared to death. And I sat in the back on the floor, and Guru came up, and he was like standing above me, just talking to the class. I remember when I got here too, I was like, "How much is the uniform?" And I need sticks. How much is that going to cost?
Yeah.
How much is a knife? And it started adding up. I was like, "What am I getting into?"
You're right.
So, but I went home really excited. I mean, Guru was talking, and I was just eating it up. Whatever he was saying, I was just absorbing everything. And I'd say about 3 weeks later, after trying to find partners and it was pretty frustrating at first, I got a little help from some people here and there, and started making a few friends, but it was tough. And then I one day asked Guru, I said, "Hey," well, my brother's like, "Are you gonna tell Guru you play drums?" And I was like, "I don't know, so he goes, "What are you gonna do? Just train there for 6 months and not tell him?" So one day I got the nerve up and I said, "Hey Guru, can I look at your drums?" And he goes, "Are you a drummer?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Are you a professional drummer?" I said, "Yeah." "Do you teach?" I said, "Yeah." And he pulls out his iPhone and he goes, "Give me your phone number."
Can you teach me?
Yeah. So
Look at he was looking for a teacher.
yeah. And he goes over and he says, "Okay, there's Jeff Amata and there's Michael Tira standing by the drums. Go talk to those guys." And this was while JKD3 was going to happen, so I was done at that point, But I go up to them and I'm like, "Hey guys, my name is Michael Dubin. I play drums and I studied with Freddie Gruber and Frank Str-" And they're like, "What?" And so, I thought they knew what they were doing, So I hit the drum and they're like, "Uh-oh, somebody's here and knows what they're doing."
So the jig is up on us.
Yeah, and they had to leave, and then Guru comes over and he goes, "Hey, you want to jam?" And that's exactly what he said. And as soon as he said, "Do you want to jam?" I was like, "Oh,
Do I want to jam?
Yeah, I mean, I knew Guru and I were going to be, getting along pretty good because he sounded like a musician. "Hey, you know what? Let's jam." So we played a little bit, and then he started teaching, and he goes, "Go ahead, play." And so I played, and I remember. During JKD, I was playing some congas, and at the end of one drill, I went, and Guru spun around and looks at me and he goes, "Shaving a haircut." And so I knew I was going to be getting along pretty good with Guru at that point. So, and it's been a wonderful 10 years here. Playing drums with Guru has been amazing. You really get to feel his sensitivity and his rhythm. Playing drums with him, aside from martial arts. And I also too, about 4 or 5 months, not that long after I was here, Michael Tira asked me if I knew Alex, and he said he's my favorite drummer of all time. And so I said, "Well, I don't know him, but he was friends with my family, and maybe when he's playing around, we'll go see him." And I don't know, a few weeks later, I see in the paper he's doing a clinic at Cal State Northridge. So we went up to Cal State Northridge, and we retrieved Alex and brought him back. And it's been amazing ever since. And Alex is my brother, and now Euro, and we've just had a great time, and it's been amazing. And it's been very healing for me playing drums here, aside from training. And I've reached levels here that I never thought were possible. I mean, Alex will tell you, I mean, I got my yellow belt and was in tears in the corner, you know, so
Wow.
it's been, you know, pretty amazing journey. So,
Yeah.
and now Euro's here, so
Yeah. My name is Euro Zambrano. I'm from Venezuela. When I was a child, I was always checking in watching TV, the martial arts cartoons and Bruce Lee movies, and I was captivated about the martial arts. But I never took classes till I was a teenager. I got some classes in karate, in Shotokan, something like that. But at the first class, the master, hey, come in, go put with another guy. He was brown belt. Let's commit it. What's committed? He said combat. Oh, with a brown belt? Yes, do it. Oh my gosh! The first was a kid from that guy, and he was a big guy, coming to me, and I got some, I was scared because, oh my God, I'm a musician, because I am a musician since I was a child. My first gig, I had 8 years old when I played my first gig, and I was thinking, if I continue here practicing with this guy, I couldn't play music, and that was the, debut y despedida in Spanish. It's start and ending at the same time. Yeah, so I stopped, but I always was my desire to learn martial arts. After that, I moved to, many years after that, I moved to LA, and I became a friend with Alex, and someday I was checking that Alex was playing better than ever and reading music than ever, and very, moving very, very well. And hey, what are you doing? Because I saw him in his house, some sticks and the Wing Chun, and what are you doing, Alex, with this? You know what it is? Okay, come to me. And he started to teach me martial arts, the Kali, and the female triangle, and the male triangle, and oh my gosh, where are you, where are you learning that? And this is Yama, the Guru Inosanto. Oh my gosh. And like some months after that, came the pandemic.
Oh.
Yeah. So, Alex, don't worry. We can FaceTime and practice by FaceTime. Really? Yes. And we were like every week, one day per week. Almost 2 years practicing like that, practicing by FaceTime.
That's some discipline.
That's really good. Yeah.
Great.
So when the pandemic ended, we start to come to the school, to the academy, and it has been for me a game changer, because for my body, my health, my brain, everything has been improving in every area in my life. It has been very, very great thing in my life.
Wow. Yeah, I know
Nice.
you're healthy and very energetic, because I believe you just went to Miami this weekend, right? To play.
Yeah,
And then you're back, and now you're here training and then doing this interview. So I appreciate
This morning,
Yes.
my wife, are you going to the school today? Yes, I have to, yes, of course. Because, I feel the energy. I feel it stronger than years ago. Yeah, for me,
Wow.
it's been an amazing journey, absolutely. And getting some friends. Michael has been a huge blessing for me, and to Alex also, and Steve, and everybody, you too, the team, and
appreciate it.
yeah, Steve, so many people, incredible people here. Awesome people.
And we have a good time. Thursday mornings always turn into these concerts, which is always kind of fun, especially when we have the birthday parties.
Yeah.
Well, I'd love to have you guys play a little bit. I got a suggestion. Maybe this might be kind of fun, or it might not. You could tell me to go get stuff because it might not be worth. But maybe you could musically describe each of our arts, like a piece that describes Silat, a piece that describes Wing Chun, a piece that describes.
Oh, that's cool.
Is that a good idea? You think or no?
That's cool.
Yeah, definitely it is.
Which one do you want first?
Let's do JKD.
JKD.
Oh, and just in case, there's a performance out there on YouTube. You guys have to look up. It's orchestra doing some Lalo Schifrin.
What?
Hey, you're the one playing the drums in it. You're doing
Yeah.
Enter the Dragon music.
Yeah.
You guys got to find this. Alex is playing in this orchestra, and they're doing a performance of Enter the Dragon.
It's the London Symphony.
Yeah,
Orchestra.
I want to see. Yeah, it's really great.
It's
So
on YouTube. Yeah, I know.
we were just sitting watching it the other night.
We all got stuff on YouTube.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Yes. We got to get the information out there.
That was JKD.
Well, guys, I love you so much. Thank you for
thanks,
Thank you.
time for
Putting
this.
this
This is
together.
great.
Wonderful. Thank you so much,
Um,
team.
I want to say, I think before we all kind of bid adieu to the show for now, I do want to kind of give a shout out. We've mentioned his name, Michael Dubin,
Yeah.
who lost
Yes.
here in, I think it was 2021, after the whole battle of cancer. But because of him, we were able to kind of come together.
He
here.
brought us all together,
He
yeah.
brought us all
Yeah,
together.
he did.
He was a longtime fixture at the Academy, great martial artist and great drummer as well.
Yes.
And so I'd like to maybe throw out his memory, and we're doing this little show, and I think,
Yeah,
great.
Definitely. Definitely.
And where can people find information about you guys?
I'm on Instagram, Michael Dubin Music and Michael Dubin Drums. And I'm going to be putting out some lessons coming up that'll be on YouTube and Gumroad for drum lessons. Also, I play guitar and sing and have some tunes out on iTunes and Spotify under Michael Dubin. And
I jam to him. If you come to my class at the Academy, I'm jamming to him all the time. Part of my class mix.
yeah, so and all the usual places. Just search
Yeah.
up my name on the regular places: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah, Eurozambrano.com, my official website, and Euro Zambrano on Instagram and Facebook also. Yeah.
All right. And who are you playing with currently?
Who what?
Yeah, who do you play with currently?
I play with Stevie Wonder, Chaka and many other people.
Just a few little bands like that. And Alex, where do we find you?
Oh yeah, they can just go to Wikipedia.
Ah, yes, of course.
Yeah, because it's a long,
That's a long list.
long
Long
list.
list. But you just had something come out on iTunes and downloads recently too. It's
Yes,
great. I love it. It's called Gifts or something. Like
Yes.
that. Gifts, yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful album. Very great. How to call it? Reception in Europe, especially because for some reason, the band that I used to play, very famous. The main leader of the band was from Austria, from Vienna, Joe Zawinul. And so over there now everybody is doing a tribute to him because he was considered the Mozart of this time. Very advanced musically, especially mixing world music.
Oh wow.
The main thing that he did, and it's mainly because him and I were like brothers. He brought his sound to whatever we hear right now in electronic music and in the movies and everything. He put it in the earth.
It was in advance, yeah.
In 1970. Wow. Yeah, he's been playing synthesizers. They designed the synthesizer for him, the Oberheim that was designed in Boston, and the MIT over there, And so those people over there are the ones that they're requesting me, say, Alex, come over, we'll play my album and this and that, and we hear your album and that. So I'm very in this time of my life, that to be still, but I had to come back to the source is definitely God, and the next source is you guys, my friends, definitely my family, and what I'm doing now, because I like to tell, like just they did. What I'm doing now, what I did is past, I play with Elvis, all that. I said that, blah, blah, blah. So I play sometimes with definitely, and most of the big movies, West Side Story, Encanto, you can name it, all the Mission Impossible, all those movies in Los Angeles. So the Hollywood Orchestra.
Wow.
But also I play with the LA Phil, on the summer concerts. I play with them, and doing my own projects at home. And thank you for bringing gifts. I'm very proud of the music.
Yeah, it's a really nice album. I remember seeing you putting it up on Facebook, I think it was, and I'm like, oh, I gotta pounce on that, and it's worth it. It's really nice.
Yeah, yes. Good reception. They asking me to go to the jazz festivals in Europe, but I'm not traveling yet. I'm not really traveling, ready to travel international yet.
Wow.
Just traveling in town.
Yeah, well, take things at your own pace.
I very agree with Alex. Even I play with those guys. My main thing now is God and my family, my wife
Yes.
and my 2 kids.
I think there was something very eye-opening maybe about from 2020 to now about that. Really kind of, for many of us getting a sense of where priorities are. And,
Wonderful.
and I think a lot of us here kind of share that, which is
Yes.
a really good thing.
Yeah,
And
it is.
and I hope the audience appreciates what they heard. We just typically call that a Thursday here. We call that a Thursday morning.
Thank you, Pete. Thank you, man.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you guys again. Thank you so much. I love you guys, and thank you for spending some time.
Let's do it again.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll do a sequel sometime. soon.
Yeah, we do sequels.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Alex.
Beautiful, man. Thank you.
And this concludes the abbreviated version of the Martial Arts Lifestyle Podcast. Please click the like and subscribe buttons as well as the notification bell. Also consider subscribing to the full-length podcast at www.patreon.com/malmag or purchasing individual full-length episodes at malmag.gumroad.com. Thank you for listening to this dynamic episode with Alex Acuna, Michael Dubin, and Euro Zambrano. Coming up next week, we have Calgary martial artist Marvin Ishmael. Check out the MALMAG Store at www.martialartslifestylemagazine.com and click on the Store tab. There, you will find a full selection of Timmy B's brand sticks for FMA and Krabi Krabong, as well as Timmy B's and Dos Manos t-shirts. Many more products coming soon. Also click on our Courses tab to purchase online courses, right now featuring a course in the Dos Manos stick of FMA. More courses to come. This show is produced by Martial Arts Lifestyle Magazine. Visit us at www.martialartslifestylemagazine.com and enjoy the free version of our online magazine with articles, a recommended schools page, and a worldwide events calendar. Music by Jack Al Relic. Martial Arts Lifestyle Magazine and the Martial Arts Lifestyle Podcast are trademarked and copyrighted by TNT LLC.